that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he feared to show Eli the vision. Then he called Samuel and said, Samuel, my sire. And he answered,
Here am I.
And he said,
What is the thing that the Lord hath said? God all the things that he said unto him.
And Samuel told him every whit, and hid nothing from him. And he said,
It is the Lord. Let him do what pleases him.
The Lord was with him. And all Israel, Dan and Beersheba, knew that Samuel was established to be a prophet of the Lord. And the Lord appeared again in Shiloh, for the Lord revealed himself to Samuel in Shiloh by the way.
Hey, what's up, Rudy Bobo? Not much, dude, not much.
And the word of Samuel against the Philistines battle, and pitched beside him in
Yeah, it's been a while for sure.
I'm free, thanks to you.
Israel was smitten before the Philistines, and they slew of the army in the field about 4,000 men. And when the people were come into the camp, the elders of Israel
Well
said,
met.
Wherefore
If you
hath
might-
the Lord smitten us today before the Philistines? Cometh among us, it may save us.
Move now!
The two where the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp. Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang again. And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said,
What meaneth the noise of this great shout in the camp? Egyptians with all the plagues of their gods. Be strong, hold yourselves like men, O ye Philistines.
This is not Skyrim.
Hebrews as they have been to you.
Yeah, it's made by Skyrim though, same people. It's called Elder Scrolls Online. I love this game. The best way I can put it is at first you're not gonna like it. At first you're gonna be like, okay, this is retarded. I don't want to have to learn everything.
Were slain.
But and then later it's just gonna hit you and it's gonna be awesome.
And came to
You know.
Shiloh the same day with his clothes rent, and with earth upon
Like,
his head.
if you don't know what you're doing, like I did at first, it's very boring because you're like, okay, what does this do? What does that do? I don't want to have to learn everything.
For the ark of
But once you learn it, it's freaking amazing. It's not easy to get into. That's the thing. It's like
now Eli was not
playing this game for me is like riding a bike for the first time.
and said unto Eli,
Like at first it sucks because you gotta learn it, and then afterwards it's very beneficial and rewarding. Then you start to enjoy it.
I thought I'd never escape.
First it's a pain, and then it becomes awesome.
And it came to pass,
Best way I can say it.
into the ark of God, that he fell.
There's so much stuff to do in this game. Like countless hours. Countless hours. I literally, like, I'd say there's probably 40,000 hours worth of stuff to do in this game. 40,000 hours. Now, in order to finish everything in Skyrim, I'd say it takes 300 hours. Yep. Yeah, it's all online. Ah, I destroyed the wolf. If you get this game 30 Bobo on computer, I'll help you out, dude. I will help level you up. I'll teach you everything. No joke. You can even be in my streams. The one-time offer. You get this game for computer, I will grind the hell out of you.
And when they had Ashdod,
And you can even join my guild.
and both the palms of his hands
Oh, okay.
upon the threshold. Only the stump of Dagon was left.
Yeah, it sucks that it's not cross-platform like Fortnite. Or else this game would be making a lot more hype and money.
To this day. But the hand
They might though. They might go cross-platform. That'd be something.
destroyed them and smote
That'd be really smart of them to do, I think.
Ashdod and the coasts thereof. And when the men of Ashdod saw
Uh-oh.
it so, they said,
I got a green screen.
Israel shall not abide with
That means one of my settings isn't working properly.
They sent therefore and gathered all the lords of the Philistines unto them and said,
What shall we do with the ark of the God of Israel?
and they
I might have to reset this whole thing.
The God of Israel be carried about unto
carried the ark of the God of Israel.
This is a mod that I added.
So that after they had carried it about, the hand of the Lord was against the city with a very great destruction. And he smote the men of the city, both small and great, and they had emerods in their secret parts. Therefore they sent the ark of God to Ekron. And it came to pass, as the ark of God came to Ekron, that the Ekron...
Yeah, these settings should be fine.
Our clan's been through too. Like where? You want us to move into a city? You
So
want
he
us to
sent
move
and
into
gathered together
Marlbrook?
all the lords
Not
Call
a
of Duty?
chance. We're true.
Yeah.
The ark of the God of Israel. That it slay us not and our people.
For there was a deadly destruction throughout all the hand of God. And the men that died not were smitten with the emerods, and the cry of the
cleanse
city
them.
went up to heaven. Chapter 6. And the ark of the Lord was in the temple. The Philistines called for
I need to heal. There's too many. There we go.
When he had wrought wonderfully among them, did they not let the people go, and they
I could
departed?
have sworn I used that ability. Okay, weird.
And take to the middle time. If it may go, and see, if it goeth up by
Oh man, that was awesome.
to Beth Shemesh, then you have done us this great evil. But if not, then we shall know
Hey, let's go do a quest.
there's a chance.
And the men did so, and took 2 men of the cart.
I'm gonna go check my Discord out.
And they laid the ark of the Lord upon the cart, and the coffer with the mice of gold and the images of their emerods.
Museo!
Straightway to the way of Beth Shemesh,
I'm
and
still in
went
this
along the
chat.
highway, lowing as they
How's
went,
it going,
and
Mo?
turned not aside to the right hand or to the left. And the lords of the Philistines went after
Oh,
them
you're gonna leave the
toward
chat?
Beth-Shemesh.
You're gonna leave me?
And they of
Yeah,
Beth
no, I'm
Shemesh were
playing
reaping
Fortnite
their
with
wheat
Brad. I didn't
harvest
even
in
know
the
it was in
valley.
Discord.
And they lifted up their eyes and
I
saw
thought you were
it,
playing
and
Esso.
rejoiced to see it.
No.
And the cart
I
came
will.
to the field
I don't
of
know.
Joshua,
Whenever me and Brad are done Arena, then I'll be
and
on.
stood there where there was a great
How much points do you have?
and they clave the
Oh,
wood of
I
the
think we're at
cart, and
1900
offered the
and I'm at
kind of burnt
2100,
offering unto
so-
the Lord.
How did you go
And
down?
the Levites took down the
What do you
ark
mean?
of
I was
the
at
Lord,
1900.
and the
We're at
coffer that was with
2100.
it, wherein the jewels
Yeah, that's what you were at
were,
before.
and
2100.
great stone.
No, I
And
wasn't.
the men
Yeah, you
of
were.
Shemesh offered burnt
No, I wasn't.
offerings and sacrificed sacrifices.
Yeah, I was here right now. Yes, last night you were, dude.
Ask
And when the
Brad.
five
I'm not
lords of
on
the Philistines
2100.
had
No,
seen it,
yesterday
they
night
returned
when
to
you were
Ekron
playing.
the
I
You were.
wasn't,
same
though.
day. And these are the golden emeralds
Dude, I have a
which the
picture of it.
Philistines returned for a
Well,
trespass
show me the
offering
picture,
unto
because
the
I know
Lord.
we didn't have
For
2100.
Oh crap! I'm thinking of it wrong. I'm thinking it like 2010. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you obviously know why I got that mixed up, right? Because of the 10. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess I'll stay in the dungeon, but I'll mute my mic.
Even under the great stone of Abel, whereon they set down the ark of the Lord, which stone remaineth in the field of Joshua.
Fighting about his level. He's my cousin, guys. We fight about everything. It's all good. Dun, 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 dun.
Who is able to stand before this mighty Lord God? And to whom shall he go up from us?
And they sent messengers to the inhabitants of Kirjath-Jearim.
I brought them as an ark. And fetch it.
Chapter 7.
Oh, I gotta tell him something. I forgot to tell him. It's really important.
Up the ark of the Lord, and brought it into the house of Abinadab in the hill, and sanctified Eleazar his son to keep the ark of the Lord. And it came to pass while the ark abode in
Yo, Jaden.
that the time was long.
Jaden, I'm about to surpass my level on my other character. Yeah.
Sorry, Brad. I'm talking to people that you're wondering. I talk about weird ass games, just so you know. Hey, Brad, I'm just gonna try something. Quick, one sec.
I have a wolf and a vampire.
Prepare your hearts unto the Lord, and serve him only, and he will deliver you
I'm streaming if you want to watch. If you don't, it's fine.
Yes, I do. I watch and play at the same time.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Gather all Israel to Mizpah.
Why is it not letting me, the frick? There we go.
And drew water and poured it out before the Lord, and fasted on that day.
Oh, you're box fighting, Jaden.
Yeah. No, what we do is we always warm up before we get on arena.
Well, can I get on the box fight? Well, do you 1v1v1? I want to see how good you are.
That's what we're trying to do right now.
And when the children of
Trying to play
Israel
against
heard
each
it,
other.
they were afraid of the Philistines.
I'm saying you're probably better than me now, Jaden.
No, I don't care if I'm better than you.
I do. I want you to be.
I don't care if I'm better than you or not.
Well, you have to be.
And offered it for a burnt offering, holy unto the Lord. And Samuel cried unto the Lord for Israel.
Play the ground as well. Play the ground as well.
And as Samuel was offering up the burnt offering, the Philistines drew near to battle against Israel. But the Lord thundered with a great thunder on that day upon the Philistines, and discomfited them, and they were smitten before Israel. And the men of Israel went out of Mizpah and pursued the Philistines, and smote them, until they came under Beth-kar. Then Samuel took a stone, and set it between Mizpah and Shem.
Why wouldn't letting me build,
and called
bro?
the name of it Ebenezer, saying,
Hitherto hath the Lord helped us.
So the Philistines were subdued, and they came no more into the coast of
That was
Israel.
a dirty shot.
And the hand of the Lord was against the Philistines all the days of Samuel. And the cities which the Philistines had taken from Israel were restored to Israel, from Ekron even unto Gath, and the coast thereof did Israel deliver out of the hands of the Philistines. And there was peace between Israel and the Philistines. And Samuel
I popped a
judged
mini
Israel
thinking that you would
all
go
the
for me,
days
so
of
I'd
his
shoot you.
life. And he went from year to year in circuit to Bethel, and Gilgal, and Mizpah, and judged
Oh, I'm reading a book right now, dude. Yeah, that's the Bible in the background, if you're wondering. Pretty Bobo.
Israel, and there he built an altar unto the Lord. Chapter 8. And it came to pass, when Samuel was old, that he made his sons judges over Israel. Now the name of his firstborn was Joel, and the name of his second...
Never, what you just did there, Jaden, never ever do again.
And his sons walked not in his ways.
Like, that's like asking to be 200.
And perverted judgment. Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together, and came to Samuel unto Ramah, and said unto him,
Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in thy
Yeah, never ever push like that ever.
Make us a king to judge us like all the nations.
Unless you're angling.
The king displeased Samuel when they said, Give us a king to judge
Oh
us.
yeah, you did destroy.
And
Frick,
Samuel
dude.
prayed
Frick.
unto the Lord. And the Lord said
I didn't
unto
even think of
Samuel,
that. I didn't even I was paying attention to the wins I had.
In all that they say unto thee.
What is it, like 8 and 2?
But they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them. According to all the works which they have done since the day that I brought them up out of Egypt, even unto this day, wherewith they have forsaken me, and served other gods, so do they also unto thee. Now therefore hearken unto their voice, howbeit yet protest solemnly unto them, and show them the manner of the king that shall reign over them.
And Samuel told all the words of the Lord unto the people that asked of him a king. And he said,
This will be the manner of the king that shall reign over you. He will take your sons, and appoint them for himself, for his chariots,
No.
and to be his horsemen.
Get out of here.
And
No,
some
get
shall
out
run
of here.
before his chariots. And he will appoint him captains over thousands,
I'm
and
scared
captains
of
over
it so hard
fifties,
right now.
and will set them to ear his ground, and to reap his harvest, and to make his instruments of war.
Hey, Jaden.
What?
Tell Brad not to attack you next round. I want to teach you something very important. It only takes like 30 seconds.
Don wants to teach me something important, apparently.
Even the best of them, and give them to his
Okay, so I want you to place a wall.
Take the tenth of your seed and of your vineyards, and give to his officers and to his servants.
Okay, so I can explain this better. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just place a wall. So you gotta listen carefully. Tell Brad to shoot his weapon off once.
Hey, Brad, just shoot your weapon off once.
Just anywhere.
Anywhere, apparently.
Your shotgun.
What?
Should tell him to do a shotgun.
Apparently shoot a shotgun. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay, so during that time, you literally have a full second and a half to do anything to him. So by the time he shoots, picture it as rock, paper, scissors, okay?
Okay.
So every single time he shoots his gun, there's a second and a half that you have to do something. So as soon as he shoots it off, you can literally edit and shoot him and then reset the edit, but before he has the time to shoot again.
Okay.
Same with raw retaking too. There's a second. You'll learn all that eventually, but I'll teach you it when I'm with you. But it's really important to learn, like 100%.
The son of Abiel, the son of Zeror, the son of Bechorath.
So what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna edit and reset a wall, and then somebody's gonna try to shoot you. They're gonna miss, and then you can edit it, shoot him, and then reset it again. You see what I'm saying?
So no, let's say he misses, then I go.
Yep.
Okay, I got you.
Because he doesn't have enough time to do anything else. Because the shotgun animation is still going. Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if you know what I'm saying. I want to see you do it.
And passed through the land of Shalisha.
It could even just be him shooting by mistake. There you go.
And he passed through the land of the Benjamites.
It's gonna make you 10 times better.
And when they were come to the land of Zuph, Saul said to his servant that was with him,
"Come and let us return, lest my father leave caring for the asses and take thought for us."
And he said unto him,
Behold now, there is in this
Nice.
God, and he is an
Always wait for him to shoot and then attack.
Yeah, I got you.
Now
I know
let
what
us
you
go
mean.
thither,
I know what you mean.
peradventure he
That
can
makes
show
sense.
us our way that we should go.
Then said
Tell Brad that too, so that he can do it as well.
Yeah, so Brad, what Dom's saying is that always wait for me to shoot. Then you're.
What have we?
And the servant
So
answered
if you hear my
Saul
pump,
again
you have
and
like a
said,
second
Behold,
to go
I have
after
here
me and
at hand
rush.
the fourth part of a shekel of silver.
So, you know-
that will I give to the man of God to tell us our way.
Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire.
Yep, you're doing it right there too.
Come and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. Then said Saul to his servant,
Well said. Come.
I don't know. I know. I don't know how your balloon didn't hit one shot off that. That was nuts.
And as they went up the hill
Usually-
to the city, they found
Usually
young
I get
maidens coming out to draw water, and
all the
said
time I
unto
get
them,
lasered. So
And they
Okay,
answered and
Jaden.
said,
what?
You're ready for your first mission. So your first mission, every single time before you shoot Brad, you have to build in front of him, edit that build, and shoot through it. Even if it's a ramp. Even if it's a ramp. If it's a ramp, mongrel.
For the people will not eat until he come, because he doth bless the sacrifice. And
That's gonna make you a master at this game.
now therefore get you
Don't overbuild though, because you only have so many mats. And that's a tricky part. That's what makes it even better
Come
to
into the
learn.
city, behold, Samuel came out against them, for to go up to the high place. Now the Lord
He's not able to hear me, is he?
in his ear a day before
There you
Saul
go.
came, saying,
Tomorrow about
Yep,
this
there you go.
I will
That's
send
how
thee
you get the
to
skill I have.
land of Benjamin, and thou shalt anoint him
Okay, you messed up there.
my people Israel.
Yeah, I tried to edit,
He may
reset
save
my thing, and it wouldn't let
people
me.
out of the hand of
Yep.
the Philistines.
Just play like that, trust me, trust me.
Looked upon my
Just do
people,
that,
because their
and it's gonna help you out so much.
And when Samuel saw
Don't
Saul,
worry about
he
winning.
said
Worry
unto
about
him,
doing that.
Behold the man whom I spake to thee of. This same shall reign over my people.
Then Saul drew near to Samuel in the gate and said,
Tell me.
And remember, you can even lift the cone up if you have to, and close the cone again.
said,
I am the seer. Go up before me unto the high place, for ye shall eat with me today, and tomorrow I will let thee go, and will tell thee all that is in thine heart. And as for thine asses that thou
Yes,
lost
Jaden.
years ago, set not thy mind
Awesome, bro.
for they are found.
I love it.
And on
Perfect.
whom is all the desire of Israel,
I'm trying so hard, Brad.
and on all thy father's
I'm
house.
trying,
And Saul
dude.
answered
I remember
and
what you
said,
said. You're like, if you can 20-0, but I can't because he.
You're making yourself impossible to hit, which is nice. So no matter what, he won't even be able to touch you. And then eventually you'll be doing that in real games.
and brought brought them into the parlor.
Where you'll have like 40 health, HP left, and you'll still destroy a 200.
Which were about 30 persons. And Samuel said unto the cook,
Bring the portion which I gave thee, of which I said unto thee, set it by thee.
And the cook took up the shoulder and that which was upon it, and set it before Saul. And Samuel said,
Behold that which is left, set it before thee and eat. For unto this time
Perfect.
hath it been kept for thee since I said I have invited the people.
So Saul did eat with Samuel that day. And when they were come down from the high place into the city,
I don't like you. I don't like you.
Saul upon the top of the house.
Oh, get back!
And it came to pass about the spring of the day that Samuel called Saul to the top of the house, saying,
Up, that I may send thee away.
And Saul arose.
Holy frick!
And they went out both.
This is perfect. Yes.
And as they were going down to
Brad,
the
it's time to tell you I had 1
Saul,
HP.
Bid the servant pass on before
I swear to God, I had 1
But
HP.
stand thou
Drink a
still
fish.
apart, that I may show thee the word of God.
Yeah,
he
I
took
was
33 to 66
Chapter
and
10.
500.
I was in
Then
your
Samuel
box
took a vial of oil
with
and poured it upon his
and I had
head
no
and
builds
kissed him
except for that
and
wall, and I
said,
just saw it last
Is it
second.
not because the Lord hath anointed me to be captain over his inheritance? When thou art departed from me today,
trying hard. I'm
then
gonna
thou
try
shalt
so
find
hard
two
right
men
now.
by Rachel's sepulchre, in the border of Benjamin, it says. And they will say unto thee, The asses which thou wentest to seek are found, and lo, thy father hath left the care of the asses, and Saul hath for you, saying, What shall I do for my son? Then shalt thou go on forward from there.
Yes, Jaden.
Thou shalt come to the
This is gonna turn you into like a
Thou
raider.
shall meet thee 3 men going up to God to Bethel, one carrying 3 kids, and another carrying 3 loaves of bread, and another carrying.
Oh, I had to
a bowl of wine,
reload, you
and they will
frick!
salute thee, and give thee 2 loaves
Back off
of bread,
completely. Move away
which thou shalt
completely.
receive of their hands. After
Or else
that
he's gonna
thou
know where
shalt
you
come
are.
to the hill of God.
There you go.
Where is the garrison of the Philistines. And it shall come to pass, when thou art come thither to the city, that thou shalt meet a company of prophets.
Go down a level,
from the high
and then
place,
build.
a psaltery and a tabret, and a pipe,
There you
and
go.
a harp.
In case he wants to get underneath you.
And
Can't
they
do it
shall
now.
prophesy. And the Spirit of
Oh!
the Lord will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them, and shalt be turned into another man. And let it be, when these signs are come unto thee, that thou do as occasion serve thee, for God is with thee. And thou shalt go down before me to Gilgal. And behold, I will come down unto thee, to offer burnt offerings, and to sacrifice sacrifices of peace offerings. 7 days shalt thou tarry till I come to thee, and show thee what thou shalt do.
And it was so that when he had turned his back to go from Samuel, God gave him another heart. And all those signs came to pass that day. And when they came thither to the hill, behold, a company of prophets met him. And the Spirit of God came upon him, and he prophesied among them. And it came to pass, when all that knew him beforetime saw that, behold, he prophesied among the prophets. Then the people said one to another,
What is this that is come unto the son of Kish? Is Saul also among the prophets?
And one of the same place answered and said,
But who is their father?
Therefore it became a proverb, Is Saul also among the prophets?
Go underneath, and then shoot out his box from underneath him.
And Saul's uncle said unto him and to his servant,
There you go.
And he said,
Fred, I had no builds.
Okay, tell him I have something else to tell you. That's important.
Tell me, I pray thee.
Okay, Dan, what is it?
Okay, you ready? So what I want you to do from now on is I want you to ramp inside his box. I want you to flat out rush the hell out of him. Wait for him to shoot a shotgun in order to rush him, and then I want you to ramp his own box. Break the wall and then ramp it and then wall it.
I brought up Israel out of Egypt and delivered
Does he not place floors at all?
the Egyptians
There you
out
go.
of the hand of all kingdoms and of them that oppressed you. Ye have this
Well, he plays like I do, kind of.
God, who himself saved you out of all your adversities and your tribulations. And ye have said unto him, Nay, but set a king over us. Now, therefore, present yourselves before the Lord by your tribes and by your thousands.
And when Samuel had caused all the tribes of Israel to come near, the tribe of Benjamin
Ramp
was
it.
taken.
Perfect.
When he
Ramp it
caused
again.
the tribe of Benjamin to come
Mongrel.
by their families, the family of Matri was taken, and Saul, the son of Kish, was taken. And when they sought him, he could not be found. Therefore they inquired of the Lord further, if the man should yet come thither. And the Lord
Only kill on a mongrel. Only kill on a mongrel.
Himself among the stuff.
And they ran and fetched him thence. And when he
Wait, you
stood
know what that
before the
means,
people,
right?
He was higher than any of the
Okay.
people from his shoulders and upward. And Samuel said,
it's very easy to do once you get used to it.
Whom the Lord hath chosen, that there is none like him among all the people.
And all the people shouted and said,
No, that was so close.
Oh, that's why I don't do it, Dom.
No, that's gonna help you though. That's gonna help you a lot.
I know what you're saying. The thing is, like, yeah, the console player you can't, Dom, because he'll just aimbot you in the head.
You remember how I told you can edit and reset? Do the same thing with Mongrel.
Okay.
Mongrel, and then close it up instantly.
No presents, but he held his peace. Chapter 11. Then Nahash the Ammonite came up and encamped against Jabesh Gilead.
Close him in, box him in. Box him in his own build. Remember, you can do all that from a distance.
On this condition will I make a covenant with you, that I may thrust out all your right eyes, and lay it for a reproach upon all Israel.
And the elders of Jabesh said unto him,
Give us 7 days respite, that we may send messengers unto all the coasts of Israel. And then if there be no man to save us, we will come out to thee.
Then came the messengers.
Do you know how to Benji fish?
And told the tidings in the ears of the people. And all the people.
Okay, so what you do is, let's just say he's not even in a box. What you do is, I'll wait till this is over because I know you're bad at multi.
No, you can.
I'm good.
And the Spirit of God came upon
Okay, so you place a wall, you place a window, and then you box him in, like you put him in a box. That's Benji fishing.
And sent them
You would do something like that. I got you.
by the hands of messengers, saying,
Whosoever cometh not forth after Saul and after Samuel, so shall it be done unto his oxen.
And the fear of the Lord fell on the people, and they came out and sent.
Man.
And when he numbered them in Bezek,
I'm trying to do so much. That was a great fight.
And the men of Judah 30,000. And they said unto the messengers that came,
Thus shall ye say unto the men of Jabesh Gilead, Tomorrow, by that time the sun be hot, ye shall have help.
And the messengers came and showed it to the men of Jabesh, and they were glad. Therefore the men of Jabesh said,
Tomorrow we will come out unto you, and ye shall do with us all that seemeth good unto you.
And it was so on the morrow that Saul put the people in 3 companies, and they came into the midst of the host in the morning.
Trying to get you stuck in a box, and it's so hard.
Until the heat of the day. And it came to pass that they which remained were scattered, so that 2 of them were not left together.
I'm just going.
And the people said unto Samuel,
Right there's your perfect opportunity to Mongrel. Nice.
And Saul said,
There shall not a man be put to death this day, for today the Lord hath wrought salvation in Israel.
Then said Samuel to the people,
Come, and let us go to Gilgal, and renew the kingdom there.
And all the people went to Gilgal, and there they made Saul king before.
And Jaden, remember, at Fortnite, if you suck at something, then always keep doing it until you get it right, you know?
All the men of Israel rejoiced greatly.
Because you don't want to be that player that's like, oh, I can't do it, and then you just leave it.
Behold, I have hearkened.
You always want to be improving the things that you're bad at.
Ye said unto me, and have made a king over you. And now, behold, the king walketh.
Box him in.
And I am old and gray-headed. And behold,
the way he plays, you kind of can't.
And I have walked
I know, that's what I'm saying.
my childhood.
It is possible though, but you gotta go really fast with the reset on the window.
Against me before the Lord, and
Like,
before his anointed.
the reset on the window has to be like insanely fast after you're done boxing.
Or whom have I
Has to be
defrauded? Whom have I oppressed? Or of whose hand have I received any bribe to blind mine eyes therewith? And I will restore.
And they
What?
said,
Thou hast not defrauded us, nor oppressed us, neither hast thou taken aught of any man's hand.
And he said unto them,
The Lord is witness against you, and his anointed is witness this day, that ye have not found aught on my hand.
And they answered,
He is witness.
And Samuel said unto the people,
It is the Lord that advanced
Hey Jaden,
and that brought your father
does Brad take advice well, or should I not? Should I not bother?
that I
Yeah,
may
no.
reason with you
Okay.
before the Lord of all the righteous acts of the Lord, which he did to you and to your father.
Is there a way you can tell him to stop pushing as hard?
And your fathers
No,
cried
because
unto the
it's
Lord.
good if he pushes me
Then the
hard,
Lord
because
sent
that's
Moses
the
and
way,
Aaron,
the weakest way to play.
with your fathers
Okay, I got you.
And made them dwell in this place.
Because like
And
I'm
when they
terrible when
forgat
people
the
push
Lord
me
their
hard.
God, he sold them into the hand of Sisera, captain of the host of Hazel, and into the hand of the Philistines, and into the hand of the king of Moab, and they fought against them. And they cried unto the Lord and said, We have sinned. because
Oh,
we
I
have
like how you
forsaken
did
the
that.
Lord, and have
Go down a
served
level, go down a level.
and Ashtaroth. But now,
Ah,
deliver
too
us out
late.
of the hand of our
Yeah,
enemies, and
it wasn't
we will
any of mine. I
serve
thought it
thee.
was mine.
And the Lord sent Jerubbaal.
That's why I said that, because I wanted you to break it down there.
And Samuel, and delivered you out of the hand of your enemies on every side, and ye dwelled safe. And when ye saw that Nahash, the king of the children of Ammon,
Bro, this is fun as hell, bro.
Ye said unto me, Nay, but a king
Our
shall reign
games
over
are getting
us,
long as hell,
when the Lord
too.
your God was your king. Now therefore behold the king whom ye have chosen, and whom ye have desired, and behold,
Go up to him and
the Lord
box him,
hath set a
dude.
king over you. If ye will fear the Lord, and serve him, and obey his voice, and not rebel against the commandment of the Lord, then shall both ye and also the king
It's kind of hard to, Dom.
continue following the Lord.
Yeah, to box somebody takes a crazy amount of accuracy.
No, the thing is, I used to box Brad all the time, but now he knows, so he always tries and stays away, or he rushes up against my wall so he can just get that pump as soon as I try and box him.
Well, then box him from underneath. Like, as soon as he's up top, go underneath him and then freaking bunny rabbit him.
I will call unto the Lord, and he shall send
Or groundhog him, that's what I'm trying to say, not bunny rabbit.
see that your wickedness is great, which ye have done in the sight of the Lord. And
There you go.
So Samuel
That's a nice groundhog right there.
The Lord sent thunder and rain that day, and all the people greatly feared the Lord and Samuel. And all the people said unto Samuel,
Pray for thy servants unto the Lord thy God, that we die not. For we have added unto all our sins.
I did underneath the floor and then box underneath.
And Samuel said unto the people,
Fear not, ye have done all this.
This is crazy,
Yet
dude.
turn not aside from following the Lord, but serve the Lord with all your heart, and turn ye not aside.
I keep trying to, like, I'm not gonna tell you what I keep trying to do to you, but
For they are vain.
then it would kind of ruin the.
Forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it hath pleased the Lord to make you his people. Moreover, as for me, God forbid that I should sin against the Lord in ceasing to pray for you, but I will teach you the good and the right way. Only fear the Lord and serve him in truth with all your heart. For consider how great things he hath done for you. But if ye shall still do wickedly,
Wouldn't let me rotate. GG's. That was
How
great.
fast are you able to make a box?
Chapter 13.
Like with the pyramid on top.
Saul reigned 1 year.
Fast enough.
And when he had reigned 2 years over Israel, Saul chose him 3,000
Oh, sorry, Brad.
men of
I'm talking to
Israel,
him, not you.
whereof 2,000 were with Saul
My
in
bad.
Michmash and in Mount Bethel, and 1,000 were with Jonathan in
I don't think you're ready for it yet.
And the rest of the people he sent
Oh, I did
every
it all
man
the
to his
time
tent.
before.
And Jonathan smote the garrison of the Philistines.
It's on the style that I'm talking
And the
about, though.
Philistines heard of it, and Saul blew the trumpet throughout all the land, saying,
I noticed so many opportunities that you're missing
And
out
all
on.
Israel heard say that Saul had smitten the garrison of the Philistines, and that Israel also was had an abomination with the Philistines. And the people were called
See,
together
Dom?
after
I
Saul
don't know what
to
you're talking
Gilgal.
about.
And the Philistines gathered themselves
He
together
just
to
knows I'm
fight
gonna
with
do it to him
Israel,
all the time, so there's no
30,000
point.
chariots and
Like, think about it, Dom.
6,000
If I
horsemen,
play
and
trying to
people as
trap
the
him
sand which is on
the
the
whole
seashore
time,
multitude.
he knows
And
I'm
they
gonna
came
trap him,
and
so
pitched
he's
in
gonna wait for me to
Michmash
flip the
eastward
stairs
from
and put me in the head.
When the men
I just
of
gotta
Israel
play the
saw
way.
that they were in a strait, for the people were distressed,
Exactly.
then the people did hide themselves in caves.
Later tonight, I'll show you what I mean.
And in high
No,
places
Dom, I
and
know
in
what you mean.
pits.
I've watched
And some of
Mongol
the
do it over
elders
100
went over
times.
Jordan to the land of Gad
I'm not talking
and
about his thing. I'm talking
As
about
for
bendy
Saul,
fishes.
He was yet in Gilgal, and all the people followed him.
Oh, I know what you mean.
And he tarried 7 days.
You mean,
according
let's
to
say
the
that's
set
my box,
time that
boom.
Samuel had appointed. But Samuel came not to Gilgal, and the people were scattered from him. And
See,
Saul
that's
said,
what he does when I do that to
Bring
him.
hither a burnt
He
offering
phases
to me,
through.
and peace offering.
No, you didn't do it fast enough, Jade.
And it came to pass that as soon
Yeah,
as he
Dom,
had
I'm
made
sorry.
an
I'm just
end
gonna play
of
my own
offering
way,
the burnt
because
offering,
the way your way's not working, bro.
Samuel came, and Saul went out.
That's the thing, dude. It takes time to develop those skills. It's not instant.
And Saul said,
Because I saw that the people
It's like your peanut butter jump shot. You told me you practiced the hell out of that to get that good with it.
That's because it was fun to do, though. Trying to box someone in is boring as hell.
Oh no. Once you know what to do with it, it's amazing. Like you had to choose.
And Samuel said to Saul,
Thou hast done
Sure.
foolishly.
Dude, I didn't even see your crosshair land on his head once.
For now would the Lord have
I'm
established
just gonna
thy
play
kingdom upon Israel
the way I
forever.
have to play.
But now thy kingdom shall not continue. The Lord hath sought
Wait, what were
him
you
a
saying,
man
Brad?
after his own heart, and the Lord hath commanded him to be captain over his people, because thou hast not kept that which the Lord commanded thee.
And Samuel arose and gat him up from Gilgal unto Gibeah of Benjamin. And Saul numbered the people that were present with him, about 600
Messed
men.
up so bad.
And Saul and Jonathan his son, and the people that were present with them, abode in Gibeah of Benjamin. But the Philistines encamped in Michmash. And the spoilers came out of the camp of the Philistines in 3 companies. One company turned under the way that leadeth to Ophrah.
I'm trying to get a bunch of flex shots on you.
And another company turned the way to Beth-horon.
Actually go for
and another
headshots.
company turned to the way of the border that looketh to the valley of Zeboam, toward the wilderness.
Yeah, I'll catch you later.
Now there was no smith found throughout all the land of Israel, for the Philistines said,
Lest the Hebrews make them swords or spears.
But all the Israelites went down to the Philistines to sharpen every...
Yeah, guys, unfortunately, he doesn't really understand the importance of what I'm trying to tell him.
Yet they had a file for the mattocks.
Like, even for me, it was bad at first to learn it. But once you learn it, you're like unstoppable.
In the day of battle, that there was neither sword nor spear found in the hand of any of the people that were with Saul and Jonathan. But with Saul and with Jonathan his son was there found. And the garrison of the Philistines went out to the passage of Michmash. Chapter 14. Now it came to pass upon a day that Jonathan, the son of Saul, said unto the young man that
No!
there was trembling in the host, in the field and among the garrison and the spoilers, they also trembled, and the earth. So it was a very great trembling. And the watchmen of Saul and Gibeah of Benjamin looked, and behold, the multitude melted away, and they went on beating down. And Saul said unto them, bring him. And it came to pass, while Saul talked unto the priest, that the noise that was in the host of the Philistines went on and increased. And Saul said unto the priest,
Well met.
and
If you
Saul
might.
and all the people that were with him assembled themselves, and they came back, and behold, Saul was against his fellow, and there was a discomfiture. Moreover, the Hebrews that were with the Philistines before that time, with them into the camp in the country round about, even they also turned to be with the Israelites that were with Saul and Jonathan. Likewise, all the men of Israel.
Time.
Battle passed over into Beth-horon. And the men of Israel were distressed that day. For Saul had adjured the people, saying,
Cursed be the man that eateth any food until evening, that I may be avenged on mine enemies.
So none of the people tasted any food, and all they of the land came to a wood.
Your paws are too clumsy. That's funny.
And when the people were come into the wood, behold, no man put his hand in his mouth, for the people feared the oath. But Jonathan heard not when his father charged him.
What am I supposed to do here? Ah. That's all it was.
honeycomb, and put his hand to his mouth, and his eyes were enlightened. Then answered one of the people and said,
Thy father straitly charged the people with an oath, saying, Cursed be the man that eateth any food this day. People sin against the Lord, and if they eat of his blood, roll a great stone
And all the people brought every man his ox within that night, and slew them there. And Saul built an altar unto the Lord, the same
Ooh, a leather pouch.
that he built unto the Lord. And Saul said,
Let us go down after the Philistines by night, and spoil them until the morning light, and let us not leave a man of them.
They said, Then said the priest,
Let us draw near unto God.
And Saul asked
Sin hath been this day, for as the Lord liveth, which saveth Israel, so be Jonathan my son, he shall surely die.
all the people that answered him. Then said he unto all Israel,
Be ye on one side, and I and Jonathan my son will be on the other side.
And the people said unto Saul,
do what seemeth good unto thee.
Therefore Saul said unto the Lord God of Israel, And Saul and Jonathan were taken, but the people escaped. And Saul said,
Cast lots between me and Jonathan my son.
And Jonathan was taken. Then Saul said to Jonathan,
End of the rod that was in my hand, and lo, I must die.
And Saul answered,
God do so in more.
And the people
There shall not one hair of his head fall to the ground, for he hath wrought with God this day.
Then Saul went up from the so Saul against all against Moab, and against the children of Ammon, and against Edom, and against the kings of Zobah. Now the sons of Saul were Jonathan, and Shua, and the names of his two daughters were these: the name of the firstborn Merab, and the name of the younger Michael. And the name of Saul's wife was Ahinoam, the daughter of Ahimaaz. And the name of the captain of his host was Abner, the son of Ner, Saul's uncle.
Come on, collapse it. What are you doing?
And Ner, the father of Abner, was the son of Abiel. And there was sore war against the Philistines all the days of Saul. And when Saul saw any strong man or any valiant man, he took him unto him. Samuel also said unto Saul,
The Lord sent me to anoint me to be king over his people.
That should slow him down. Quickly, we should get to the clan holdfast.
Thus saith the Lord.
Done for.
And Saul gathered the people together and numbered them into Laban, 200,000 footmen.
For ye showed kindness to all the children of Israel when they
against him. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag, and the best of the sheep, and of the oxen, and of the fatlings, and the lambs, and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them, but everything that was vile and refuse, that they destroyed utterly. Then Samuel saying,
Are you kidding me? You're freaking kidding me right now.
And passed on and gone down.
And Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said unto him,
Blessed be thou of the Lord. I will perform the commandment of the Lord.
And Samuel said,
What meaneth then this bleating of the sheep in mine ears, and the lowing of the oxen which I hear?
And Saul said,
They have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God, and the rest we have utterly destroyed.
Then Samuel said unto Saul,
Stay, and I will tell thee what the Lord hath said to me this night.
And he said unto him,
Say on.
And Samuel said,
When thou wast little in thine own sight, wast thou not made king over Israel? And the Lord sent thee unto Judah, and said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed. Therefore, then didst thou not obey.
Not the guards. I didn't do anything.
And Saul said unto Samuel,
Yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord, and have followed the Lord sent me, and have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. The people took of the spoil, sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been the sacrifice of the Lord thy God in Gilgal.
And Samuel said,
Hath the Lord ever great delight in burning the voice of the Lord? To because thou also rejected the king.
And turn again with me that I may worship the Lord.
And Samuel
I heard an interesting story the other day.
The Lord, and the Lord hath rejected thee from
Not
being king over
another
Israel.
of your
And as Samuel
stories.
turned about to go away,
The wood elves
laid
deep
hold
in the
upon the
forest
skirt
say
of his
there's a
mantle.
being called the Wilder King who shapes
Samuel said
Valenwood.
unto him,
The Lord hath rent the kingdom of
The
Israel
law
from
of
thee
me.
this day, and hath given it to a neighbor of thine that is better than thou. And also the strength of Israel will not lie nor repent, for he is not a man that he should repent.
Then he said,
I have sinned, yet honor me now, I pray thee, before the elders of my people, and before Israel, and turn again with me, that I may worship the Lord thy God.
So Samuel turned again after Saul, and Saul worshipped the Lord. Then said Samuel,
Bring ye hither to me Agag, the king of the Amalekites.
And Agag came unto him delicately. And Agag said,
Surely the bitterness of death is past?
And Samuel said,
As thy sword hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among them.
And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord in Gibeah. Then Samuel went to Ramah, and Saul went up to his house to Gibeah of Saul.
I heard an interesting story the other day.
No more to see Saul until the day of his death.
Not another of your
Nevertheless, Samuel mourned for
stories.
Saul, and the Lord
The wood
repented,
elves deep
and
in the
made
forest
Saul
say
king
there's a
over
being
Israel.
called the Wilder King who shapes
Chapter
Valenwood.
16.
The law of meat, huh?
And the Lord said unto Samuel,
How long wilt thou mourn for Saul, seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel? Fill thine horn before and go. I will send thee to Jesse, the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a king among his sons.
And Samuel said,
How can I go? If Saul hear it, he will kill me.
And the Lord said,
Take an heifer with thee, and say, I am come to sacrifice to the Lord, and call Jesse to the sacrifice. And I will show thee what thou shalt do, and thou shalt anoint unto me him whom I name unto thee.
And Samuel did that which the Lord spake, and came to Bethlehem. And the elders of the town trembled at his coming, and said,
Comest thou peaceably?
And he said,
Peaceably. I am come to sacrifice unto the Lord. Sanctify yourselves, and come with me to the sacrifice.
And he sanctified Jesse and his sons, and called them to the sacrifice. And it came to pass when they were come, that he looked on Eliab and said,
Surely the Lord's anointed is before me.
But the Lord said unto Samuel,
Look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart.
Then Jesse called Abinadab, and made him pass before Samuel. And he said,
Neither hath the Lord chosen this.
Then Jesse made Shammah to pass by. And he said,
Neither hath the Lord chosen this.
Again Jesse made 7 of his sons to pass before Samuel. And Samuel said unto Jesse,
The Lord hath not chosen.
I heard an interesting story the other day.
Jesse,
Are here all thy children?
and he
Not
said,
another of your stories.
The wood elves deep in the forest say there's a being called the Wilder King who shapes Valenwood.
For we will not sit down.
Sounds like a load of superstition to me.
Now he was ready, and withal of a beautiful countenance, and goodly to look to. And the Lord said,
Arise, anoint him, for this is he.
Then Samuel took the horn of oil, and anointed him in the midst of his brethren. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul's servants said unto him,
Behold now, an evil spirit from God troubleth thee. Let our Lord now command thy servants, which are before thee, to seek out a man who is a cunning player on an harp.
Only the
finest
wares
here. The evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well.
And Saul said unto his servants,
Provide me now a man that can play well, and bring him to me.
Then answered one of the
I
servants,
heard an
and
interesting story the other
I
day.
have seen a son of Jesse the Bethlehemite,
Not another of your stories.
a mighty valiant man, war and prudence in matters, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him.
Wherefore Saul sent messengers.
My friend, how good it is to see you!
And Jesse took an ass laden with bread, and a bottle of wine, and a kid, and sent them by David his son unto Saul. And David came to Saul, and stood before him, and he loved him greatly, and he became his armor-bearer. And Saul sent to Jesse, saying,
Let David, I pray thee, stand before me, for he hath found favor in thy sight.
And it came to pass, when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, that David took an harp, and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed, and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him. Chapter 17. Now the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle, and were gathered together at Shoko, which belongeth to Judah, and pitched between Shoko and Azekah, in Ephah's Dammim. And Saul and the men of Israel were gathered together, and pitched by the valley of Elah, and set the battle in array against the Philistines. And the Philistines stood on a mountain on the one side, and Israel stood on a mountain on the other side, and there was a valley between them. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines, named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. And he had an helmet of brass upon his head, and he was armed with a coat of mail, and the weight of the coat was 5,000 shekels of brass. And he had greaves of brass upon his legs, and a target of brass between his shoulders. And the staff of his spear was like a weaver's beam, and his spear's head weighed 600 shekels of iron, and one bearing a shield went before him. And he stood and cried unto the armies of Israel, and said unto them,
Why are ye come out to set your battle in array? Am not I a Philistine? Servants to Saul, choose you a man for you, and let him come down to me. If you will not fight with me, then will be your servants. But if I prevail against him and kill him, then shall ye be our servants, and serve us.
And the Philistines said,
I defy the armies of Israel this day. Give me a man, that we may fight together.
When Saul and all Israel heard those words of the Philistine, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. Now David was the son of that Ephrathite of Bethlehem, Judah, whose name was Jesse, and he had 8 sons. And the man went among men for an old man in the days of Saul. And the 3 eldest sons of Jesse went and followed Saul to the battle. And the names of his 3 sons that went to the battle were Eliab, the firstborn, and next unto him Abinadab, and the third Shammah. And David was the youngest, and the 3 eldest followed Saul. But David went and returned from Saul to feed his father's sheep at Bethlehem. And the Philistine drew near morning and evening, and presented himself 40 days. And Jesse said unto David his son,
Take now for thy brethren an ephah of this parched corn, and these 10 loaves, and to thy brethren, and carry these 10 cheeses unto the captain of their 1,000. And look how thy brethren fare, and take their...
Now Saul and they and all the men of Israel were in the valley of Elah, fighting with the Philistines. And went as Jesse had commanded. For Israel and the Philistines had put an army against army. And David left his carriage in the hand of the people of Israel, and ran into the army, and came and saluted his brethren. And as he talked with them, the champion, the Philistine of Gath, Goliath by name, against the Philistines, and spake before him the same words. And all the men of Israel, when they saw the man, fled from him, and were sore afraid. And the men of Israel said,
Have you seen this man that is come? Surely to defy Israel is he come up. And it shall be that the man who killeth him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his land, and make his father's house free in Israel.
And David spake to the men that stood with him, saying,
What shall be done to the man that killeth this Philistine, and taketh away the reproach from Israel? For who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should defy the armies of the living God?
And the people answered him after this manner, saying,
So shall it be done to the man that killeth him.
And Eliab, his eldest brother, spoke unto the men. And Eliab's anger was kindled against David, and he said,
Why camest thou down hither? And with whom hast thou left those few sheep in the wilderness? I know thy pride, and the naughtiness of thine heart. Thou art come down to see the battle.
And David said,
What have I now done? Is there not a cause?
And he turned from one toward another, and spake after the same manner. And the people answered him again after the same manner. And when the words were come, David spake, before Saul, said to Saul,
Let no man's heart fail.
And Saul said to David,
Unable to go against this Philistine to fight.
Thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear and took a lamb out of the flock. And I went out after him and smote him. Thy servant slew both the lion. Out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear.
My soul!
and chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook, and put them in the shepherd's bag. The Philistine came on and beat David, and the man that they had before him. And when the Philistine looked at him, he disdained him, for he was but a And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. And the Philistine said, Then said David to the Philistine,
Thou comest to me with a
What? I'm out of the circle.
and smote the Philistine in his forehead. So he made away with the
Dude, that should not be happening. That must be a bug. I'm not even in it. It's like the most powerful dragon I've ever faced in my life. Yeah, I want to explore.
Behold, my elder daughter Mira, her will I give thee to wife. Only be thou valiant for me and fight the Lord's battles.
For Saul said, and David said unto Saul,
Who am I? For my father's family is
that she was given unto Israel. And Michal, Saul's daughter, loved David. And they told Saul, and the thing pleased him. And Saul said, Saul said to David,
Thou shalt this day be my son-in-law in the one.
And Saul commanded his servants, saying, Saul's servants spake those words in the ears of David. And David said,
Seemeth it to you a light thing, son-in-law, seeing that I am a man highly esteemed?
And the servants of Saul told him, saying,
On this manner spake David.
And Saul said,
Thus shall ye say to David, the king desireth not any dowry, but 100 foreskins of the Philistines, to be avenged
A
of the
fellow
king's
wanderer.
enemies.
But Saul thought to make David fall by the hand of the Philistines. And when
The
his
hidden
servants told
moon
David these
temple
words,
stands at the very place
it
of
David
the
well
island.
to be the king's son. Wherefore David arose and went, he and his men, and slew of the Philistines 200 men. And David gave full tale to the king, the king's son-in-law. And Saul gave him his daughter to wife. And And Saul saw and knew that the Lord was with David, and that Michal, Saul's daughter, loved him. And Saul was yet the more afraid. And Saul became David's enemy continually. Then the princes of the Philistines went forth, and it came to pass after they went forth that David behaved himself more wisely than all the servants of Saul, so that his name was much set by. And Saul spake to Jonathan his son, and to all his servants, that they should kill David. But Jonathan, Saul's son, delighted much in David. And Jonathan told David, saying,
Saul, my father, seeketh to kill thee. Now therefore, I pray thee, take heed to thyself until the morning, and abide in a secret place, and hide thyself. And I will go out and stand beside my father in the field where thou art, and I will commune with my father of thee. And what I see, that I will tell thee.
And Jonathan spake good of David unto Saul his father, and said unto him,
Let not the king sin against his servant, because he hath not sinned against thee, and because his words to thee were very good. For he did put his hand in his hand, and slew the Philistine. And the Lord brought a great salvation for all Israel, and thou sawest it, and didst rejoice. Wherefore then wilt thou sin against innocent blood, to slay David without a cause?
And Saul hearkened unto the voice of Jonathan. And Saul sware,
The Lord liveth, he shall not be slain.
And Jonathan called David, and Jonathan showed him all these things. And Jonathan brought David to Saul, and he was in his presence, as in times past. And they were David went out and fought with the Philistines, and slew them in a great slaughter, and fled from him. And the evil spirit of the Lord was upon Saul, as he sat in his house with his javelin in his hand.
That's your new way of saying you're tired of this place,
and
right?
Saul sought to smite David even to the wall with the javelin, but he slipped away out of Saul's presence.
My original question stands. This sand is worse than anything.
That night,
tomorrow thou shalt be slain.
So Michal let David down through a window. And Michal took an image and placed a pillow of goat's hair for his bolster, and covered it with a cloth. And when Saul sent messengers to take David, she said,
He is sick.
And Saul sent the messengers again to David, saying,
Get back, Rakasa! I won't let...
Sheath your claws, and when the messengers were come in,
I am an...
behold, there was an image in the bed with a pillow of goat's hair for
The
his
world
bolster.
outside.
And Saul said unto Michal,
Why hast thou
Michal answered Saul, and told him all that Saul had done to him.
There's gotta be a shrine near here.
And it was told Saul, saying,
Behold, David is at Naioth in Ramah.
And Saul sent messengers to take David. And when they saw the company of the prophets prophesying, and Samuel standing as appointed over them, the Spirit of God was upon the messengers, and they also prophesied. And when it was told Saul, he sent other messengers, and they prophesied likewise. And Saul sent messengers again the third time, and they prophesied also. Then went he also to Ramah, and came to a great well that is in Secu. And he asked and said,
Where are Samuel and
David? And one said,
Behold, they be at Naioth in Ramah.
And he went thither to Naioth in Ramah, and the Spirit of God was upon him also. And he went on and prophesied until he came to Naioth in Ramah. And he stripped off his clothes also, and prophesied before Samuel, and lay down naked all that day and all night. Therefore he said,
Is Saul also among the prophets?
Chapter 20. And David fled from Naioth in Ramah, and came and said before Jonathan,
What have I done? What is mine iniquity? And what is my sin before thy father, that he seeketh my life?
And he said unto him,
God forbid, thou shalt not die. Behold, my father will do nothing, either great or small, but that he will show it me. And why should my father hide this thing from me? It is not so.
And David sware moreover and said,
Thy father certainly knoweth that I have found grace in thine eyes. And he saith, Let not Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved. But truly as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, there is but a step between me and death.
Then said Jonathan unto David,
Whatsoever thy soul desireth, I will even do it for thee.
And David said unto Jonathan,
Behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I should not fail to sit with the king at meat. But let me go, that I may hide myself in the field unto the third day at even. If thy father at all miss me, then say, David earnestly asked leave of me that he might run to Bethlehem, his city. For there is a yearly sacrifice there for all the family.
I need to find a way to grind crystals.
It is well. Thy servant shall have peace. But if he be very wroth, then be sure that evil is determined by him. Therefore thou shalt deal kindly with thy servant. For thou hast brought thy servant into a covenant of the Lord with thee, notwithstanding. If there be in me iniquity, slay me thyself. Or why shouldest thou bring me to thy father?
And Jonathan said,
Far be it from thee. For if I knew certainly that evil were determined by my father to come upon thee, then would not I tell it thee?
Then said David to Jonathan,
Who shall tell me? Or what if thy father answer thee roughly?
And Jonathan said unto David,
Come, and let us go out into the field.
And they went out both of them into the field. And Jonathan said unto David,
O Lord God of Israel, when I have sounded my father about tomorrow any time.
This is Tim here from Platinum Pictures, and today I'm showing you guys how to get soul gems in Elder Scrolls Online. This is a very easy tutorial I'm posting out here because I've looked up multiple YouTube channels, videos, and I've not been able to find a really easy way to get soul gems. So all you gotta do really is find a city that has a mystic in it.
Fortune favor you, my friend.
It has a market district, but it doesn't have a mystic selling soul gems there. So the place I found out that has a mystic is Davin's Watch. And all you gotta do is scroll into like Davin's Watch and it'll zoom in here, I believe. Like just like that. And then you want to find an icon that looks like a table.
Hey guys, welcome back to a video charity here today. Today, boys, we're back with some more Elder Scrolls.
Alright guys, welcome back. So this is going to be a quick video on how to gem extract for all of you who decided to buy the crown crates. If you missed my unboxing, you can check it out. I'll leave a link in the description or something to 1 gem. So once you do that, you get more. And then that's how you just get rid of all the garbage nonsense you don't need. So that was just a quick video, and then some of them, it's not always a 1-to-1, it's like 25 to 1. And if you don't use like crown lethal poisons, you just have like thousands of them. It's scrolls. If you ever play Counter-Strike, the case only was or just like getting less, getting, or just do it once a day. Once again,
I wonder if there's a way to farm it.
Alright guys, welcome.
Or the third day, and behold,
until next time.
And I then send not unto thee, and show it thee. The Lord do so, and much more to Jonathan. But if it please my father to do thee evil, then I will show it thee, and send thee away, that thou mayest go in peace. And the Lord be with thee as he hath been with thee.
There's a shrine.
And thou shalt not only watch but also thou shalt not cut off thy kindness from my house forever. No, not when the Lord hath cut off the enemies of David, every one from the face of the earth.
So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, and Jonathan caused David to slay him, because he loved him, for he loved him as he loved him. And then Jonathan said to David,
Tomorrow is the day, thou shalt be missed, because thy seed will be empty. And when thou hast stayed 3 days, then thou shalt go down quickly, and come to the place where thou didst hide thyself, when the business was at hand, and shalt remain by the stone Ezel. And I will shoot 3 arrows on the side thereof, as though I shot at a mark. And behold, I will send a lad, saying, Go, find out the arrows. If I expressly say unto the lad, Behold, the arrows are in the side of thee, take them. Then come thou, for there is peace. But if I say thus unto the young man, Behold, the arrows are there, go thy way, I have sent thee away. And as touching the matter which thou and I have spoken, behold, the Lord be between thee and me forever.
So David hid himself in the field. And when the new moon was come, the king sat down to eat. And the king sat upon his seat as at other times, even upon a seat by the wall. And Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was upon him.
Oh, that's lovely.
In the city, and my brother, he hath commanded me to be there. If I have found favor in the enemies, let me get away, I pray thee. Therefore he cometh not.
Then Saul,
thou son of the perverse, rebellious woman, do not I know that thou hast chosen the son of Jesse to thine own confusion, and unto the confusion of thy mother's nakedness? As long as the son of Jesse liveth upon the ground, thou shalt not be established, nor thy kingdom. Wherefore now send him unto me, for he shall surely die.
Sakuti is pleased to see you. Do not be sad, my friend. There are always additional crates available for purchase.
whereby Jonathan
Goodbye, my friend.
to slay him. So Jonathan arose
Ah!
Hear now, ye Benjamites. Will the son of Jesse give every one of you fields and vineyards and make you all captains of thousands and captains of hundreds? That all of you have conspired against me, and there is none that showeth me that my son hath made a league with the son of Jesse. And there is none of you that is sorry for me, or showeth unto me that my son hath stirred up my servant against me, to lie in wait, as at this day.
Then answered Doeg the Edomite, which was set over the servants of Saul, and said,
I saw the son of Jesse coming to Nob, to Ahimelech the son of Ahitub. And he inquired of the Lord for him, and gave him victuals, and gave him the sword of Goliath the Philistine.
Then the king sent to call Ahimelech the priest, the son of Ahitub, and all his father's house, the priests that were in Nob. And they came all of them to the king. And Saul said,
Hear now, thou son of Ahitub.
And he answered,
Here I am, my lord.
And Saul said unto him,
Why have ye conspired against me, thou and the son of Jesse, in that thou hast given him bread and a sword, and hast inquired of God for him, that he should rise against me to lie in wait as at this day?
Then Ahimelech answered the king, and said,
Who is so faithful among all thy servants as David, which is the king's son-in-law, and goeth at thy bidding, and is honorable in thine house? Did I then begin to inquire of God for him? Be it far from me. Let not the king impute anything unto his servant, nor to all the house of my father. For thy servant knew nothing of all this, less or more.
And the king said,
Thou shalt surely die, Ahimelech, thou and all thy father's house.
And the king said unto the footmen that stood about him,
Turn and slay the priests of the Lord, because their hand also is with David, and because they knew when he fled and did not show it to me.
But the servants of the king would not put forth their hand to fall upon the priests of the Lord. And the king said to Doeg,
Turn now and fall upon the priests.
And Doeg the Edomite turned, and he fell upon the priests, and slew on that day 75 persons that did wear an ephod. And Nob, the city of the priests, smote he with the edge of the sword, both men and women, children and sucklings, and oxen and asses and sheep with the edge of the sword. And one of the sons of Ahimelech, the son of Ahitub, named Abiathar, escaped and fled after David. And Abiathar showed David that Saul had slain the Lord's priests. And David said unto Abiathar,
I knew it that day, when Doeg the Edomite was there, that he would surely tell Saul, I have occasioned the death of all the persons of my father's house. Abide thou with me, fear not. For he that seeketh my life, seeketh thy life. But with me thou shalt be in safeguard.
Chapter 23. Then they told David, saying,
Behold, the Philistines fight against Keilah, and they rob the threshing floors.
Therefore David inquired of the Lord, saying,
Shall I go and smite these Philistines?
And the Lord said unto David,
Go and smite the Philistines, and save Keilah.
And David's men said unto him,
Behold, we be afraid here in Judah. How much more then if we come to Keilah against the armies of the Philistines?
Then David inquired of the Lord yet again. And the Lord answered him and said,
Arise, go down to Keilah, for I will deliver the Philistines into thine hand.
So David and his men went to Keilah, and fought with the Philistines, and brought away their cattle, and smote them with a great slaughter. So David saved the inhabitants of Keilah. And it came to pass, when Abiathar, the son of Ahimelech, fled to David to Keilah, that he came down with an ephod in his hand. And it was told Saul that David was come to Keilah. And Saul said,
God hath delivered him into mine hand, for he is shut in by entering into a town that hath gates and bars.
And Saul called all the people together to war, to go down to Keilah, to besiege David and his men. And David knew that Saul secretly practiced mischief against him. And he said to Abiathar the priest,
Bring hither the ephod.
Then said David,
O Lord God of Israel, thy servant hath certainly heard that Saul seeketh to come to Keilah, to destroy the city for my sake. Will the men of Keilah deliver me up into his hand? Will Saul come down as thy servant hath heard? O Lord God of Israel, I beseech thee, till thy servant.
And the Lord said, He will come down. Then said David,
Will the men of Keilah deliver me and my men into the hand of Saul?
And the Lord said,
They will deliver thee up.
Then David and his men, which were about 600, arose and departed out of Keilah, and went whithersoever they could go. And it was told Saul that David was escaped from Keilah, and he forbare to go forth. And David abode in the wilderness in strongholds, and remained in a mountain in the wilderness of Ziph. And Saul sought him every day, but God delivered him not into his hand. And David saw that Saul was come out to seek his life, and David was in the wilderness of Ziph. And Jonathan, Saul's son, arose and went to David into the wood, and strengthened his hand. And said,
Fear not, for the hand of Saul my father shall not find thee, and thou shalt be king over Israel, and I shall be next unto thee, and that also Saul my father knoweth.
And they two made a covenant before the Lord. And David abode in the wood, and Jonathan went to his house. Then came up the Ziphites to Saul to Gibeah, saying,
Doth not David hide himself with us in strongholds in the wood, in the hill of Hakeilah, which is on the south of Shinar?
What's up, Diesel?
Therefore, O king,
That would be sick, but no. Unfortunately not.
and our part shall be to deliver him into the king's hand.
And Saul said,
Blessed be ye with the Lord, for ye have compassion on me. Go, I pray, and
I can use this dragon though. Oh, where'd it go?
see therefore and take knowledge of all the lurking places where he hideth himself, and come ye again to me with the certainty. And I will go with you, and it shall come to pass, if he be in the land, that I will search him out throughout all the thousands
Saul also and his men went to seek him, and they told him. Wherefore he came down into a rock, and abode in the wilderness of Maon.
Yeah, that's my dragon.
He pursued after David in the wilderness of Maon. And Saul went on this side of the mountain, and David and his men went on this side of the mountain. And David made haste for fear of Saul, for Saul and his men compassed David and his men round about to take them. But there came a messenger unto Saul, saying, Wherefore Saul returned from pursuing after David.
Alas, poor me. The
Therefore
guild
they
has
called that
need of
place
you, Conrad.
Malachov. And David went up from thence, and came strong.
Conrad, a word.
Chapter 24. And it came to pass, when
Hey, we got a dungeon.
following the Philistines, that it was told him, saying,
Behold, David is in the wilderness of En-Gedi.
Then Saul took 3,000 chosen men out of all Israel, and went to seek David and his men upon the rocks of the wild goats. And he came to the sheepcotes by the way. There was a cave, and Saul went in to cover his feet.
Behold the day of which the Lord said, Behold, I will deliver thine enemy into thine hand, that thou mayest do to him as it shall seem good unto thee.
Then David arose, and cut off the scope. And it came to pass afterward that David's
Leave this place. You are an intruder
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's a miniature dragon.
But mine hand shall not be upon thee. After whom is the king of Israel come out? After whom dost thou pursue? After a dead. After a fool. The Lord therefore be judge.
Bring their heads to the fold.
Yeah, they're real people. They're all real people.
And thus shall ye say to him that liveth in prosperity.
answered David's servants and said,
the enemies are not real. Yeah, those are robots. The people that are with me though are all real. I'm gonna have to heal him. wait. It's a lot of grinding. And there's a huge story, like a massive story that you do. But mainly it's like if you want to upgrade your armor, you want to have better weapons, you want to battle people, it's pretty cool. You get to choose what you want to do. Basically, it's like Grand Theft Auto, basically. Same thing as Grand Theft Auto, except it's older times with magical stuff. No! Almost died from that. Like kind of like Lord of the Rings, I guess. Like an open world Lord of the Rings. That's basically what this is. Or if you know what World of Warcraft is, it's exactly like that. Check this out, I can go first person. Gatorade. That's my first guess. Some energy drink. I was gonna say that, but you said you never guessed. So when you said that, like, wait a sec. Must be something new. I was gonna say TF first. Okay, after this I need a Fortnite break, where I just play like a bit of Fortnite, and then I'll go back to this again. Come on, you bots, let's go.
Destroy him not. For who can stretch forth his hand against the Lord's anointed?
David said furthermore,
As the Lord liveth, the Lord shall smite, or his day shall come to die, or he shall descend into battle and perish. The Lord forbid.
Deal with these trespassers.
I'm dancing with the enemy. I need to unlock this. I don't want them to. What? Oh, you spammed chat so I couldn't do it? Frick.
You're no match for us.
Oh my gosh. So, that's a really good question. So 50 is considered a classic cap, and what that means is that that's like the highest you go until you're so basically it's kind of like Fortnite, how there's like max level until you set let me explain it better. So 50 would be the star level, and like 1500. Sorry, I said that wrong. So 50 would be the max level, but you can go you can surpass that. So after you level up regularly, you star level. It's like this guy's probably 500, I'm guessing. I'm only level 22. Yeah, this character's new. I just made it today, or yesterday. But like 1500 is like the, I'm pretty sure the max you can go, but should take like 6 months to do. It is possible to do it in like 5 weeks, but the thing is with that is that you'd be playing non-stop every day, and you'd have to know exactly what to do. So you'd have at least like 10 days of gameplay, maybe even more, maybe like 30. And you need somebody to power level you the whole time. Yeah, so this character I'm using right now is a healer, if you're wondering. My other character is a Nightblade. Basically a fighter. This one can heal people though. That's why it's good to have this one in here. There, I healed him. And I can turn this one into a werewolf, which is pretty sick. I'll show you once I level that power up. Ah, I want to unlock it.
are defeated. Your reign is over. Be gone!
And this game is way too massive. Like, it's just full of like so much stuff. It's insane. No, I don't want to die. I want to be a werewolf. It is time. Now I'm a freaking werewolf. Let's go. I need to eat, or else I'm going to turn back into a human.
A harrowing conflict, and for that, we must see to it.
Nor executest his fierce wrath upon Amalek. Therefore hath the Lord done this thing unto
Hey, I leveled up 23. Let's go.
Moreover, the Lord will also deliver thee and to shalt thou and thy sons be with me. The Lord also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines.
Then Saul fell straightway all along on the earth and was sore afraid because of the words of Samuel. And there was no strength in him, for he had eaten no bread all the day, nor all the night. And the woman came unto Saul, and saw that he was sore troubled, and said unto him,
Behold, thine handmaid hath obeyed thy voice, and
Kit.
I have put my life in my hand, and have...
I need a Fortnite break. Oh man, okay.
Yo, what is going on, guys? There's that console is going to have a prize pool just as big as PC for their Fortnite Championship Series duos. That's right, guys. Console and PC players have now been split apart from each other.
No.
In the Fortnite Championship Series. Now, before we get into the craziness, guys, I do want to say that I think it's awesome that console players are getting their own prize pool. And
Oh, no one's gonna win every freaking time.
It's great to see. A lot of us don't realize that console players make up a big portion of the community. For example, guys, right now, if you're a console player, let us know. Go into the comments and say, I'm a console player, and we'll see how many comments we get. I guarantee you it's going to be a ton. So a decent amount of pro PC players right now are pretty upset. We'll continue this discussion real soon, but let me go ahead and tell you guys what the second half of this video is about, because it's crazy. Unknown Army is back. We talked about him a couple of days ago when they took Legacy out of the game, and I honestly thought it was going to be at least a couple of weeks before he pops off and gets back to his former self, but you guys don't even know. He is back and he is better than ever. He had the greatest Hype Night performance I've ever seen. And Kanata was sitting there watching him live, and he was shocked. He was in disgust. He couldn't believe how good Unknown Army was already. It was crazy. We featured Mongrel in our last video popping off in W King. Well, that was nothing compared to what Unknown Army did. We'll take a look at that later in the video. But let's get back on topic now. So the Fortnite Championship Series was announced today through a video on the Fortnite
Okay, I'm going to Fortnite, guys.
breaking down the entire event. Let's go.
I'm gonna change the stream to Fortnite.